Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kalimera, Kalimera everyone, Kalimera Yani. Every
Kalimera,
day,
Kalimera. Good morning.
good morning, good morning. Every day is a good day. Every day is a good day. We are here, we're awake, we are alive. The sun is up in the sky, so we're here as well. Every day. Every day is a good day. Kalimera ni
Ev-
Kalimera.
Every day is a good day.
Every day is a good day. Right, let's bring the music, the vibes. Let's say our good mornings. Let's see some messages. Stelios is here with us. Kalispera, παιδιά, κάθε μέρα είναι καλή μέρα. Exactly. Good afternoon, he says, or good evening.
Καλησπέρα, Στελάρα.
Καλησπέρα, Στέλιο. Καλημέρα στους πιο καταπληκτικούς Έλληνες αδερφούς, Thalis and John and Crypto Craze. That comes from Buzzman. Good morning, Buzzman.
Good
Καλημέρα,
morning, bro.
καλημέρα. Καλημέρα to you too. Καλημέρα. All I hope everyone is having a good day. We do. We are having a good day. It is a good day. We're having an amazing time. Butter Bubbly. Good morning, wonderful CIA team and our amazing agents. Right, lovely messages. J-Rock is here with us. He's on duty. Kalimera, Kalimera. He says, I hope you're good and safe and sound. Easy duty. Alright, he's on duty. It's a great day. Good stuff, guys. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Good morning. Right, okay, let's slowly start and have a little bit look in the market and see what is going on. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Gotcha. So Vrika. Right. Good morning, everyone. Right. Okay. Yanaki. Eso, Yanaki. Right. Okay. That's a little joke between me and John.
I got kicked off.
No, you didn't get kicked off. There was a small restriction there. Yeah, so John was trying to write a message on YouTube, but he wasn't allowed to. And he sent a text message to me and said, hey, something wrong with YouTube. I can't type a message. And I said, well, the reason that you can't type a message is because you haven't subscribed to the channel. You have to subscribe to the channel, and on the top of that, you have to wait for 24 hours before you can type. I'm gonna put my little funny voice. Right.
Actually,
okay.
I was.
Maybe from the
Ποια κάνει γραφή ρε εσύ?
you got two accounts, and here's your account. Which one you? I think you
Άλλο είχα κάνει,
probably you got in from the other account.
Okay.
Right, so that's why you got in on your primary account. Right, okay. Now this out and sorted, out of the way. Let's have a look on Bitcoin. Let's zoom in a little bit on my screen. Right. Once again, I mean, Bitcoin is keep on trying and pushing to break the barriers. It broke the 105.8, okay? But for the time being, it failed to hold above. We haven't found yet support above 105.8. The good news is that we have a low, a higher low, equal low, higher low, higher low. Okay, so we got a parallel channel going on here. Okay, or a megaphone pattern if you want to be precise with the wicks. So let me do this, demonstrate a little bit here, or illustrate, shall I say. So there you have it. It's a megaphone pattern. Okay, what we want to see a continuation to the upside. Okay, that's what we want to see. There is a possibility that's going to come back, or let's say it retest the top of the range and then come back, then try to hit up here, then it's going to come like this and then continue that way. If that pattern is going to continue that way until it gets broken, you know, we make it broken here straight away. So yeah, expansion mode. Okay, so we have an expansion mode after the compression. Is the trend broken? Kind of. If I take this trend, it's broken. You can see that we broke the trend. We went above, retest the trend, and since then we're going a little bit forward, but a little bit slow speed, right? For those that love trends, diagonal trend lines. Aras, Kalimera everyone. J-Rock, Bassman, Stelios, Aras, Philip, Butter Bubbly, Kalimera, welcome. Good morning. Right, lovely. So, what are we going to have today? Well, today is Wednesday. Usually midweek, we have a retracement, usually. Okay, but I don't want to front run. I don't want to be negative. Let's see what the charts are going to give us. We're going towards the end of Asia. We've got another couple of hours to completely close from the Asia. We've got another 15-14 minutes before we have the European session open up. Let's see how the currencies are gonna how the currencies are gonna move. If the currencies are gonna be a little bit weaker, dropping, that means that will give a little bit benefit and a little push for Bitcoin to go to the upside. However, despite that it's a bit slow, it's a progress, slow progress with this, which it's a good sign. Okay, you don't want things to go very parabolic, because the fast moves, it will give you a fast reaction. Okay, so it means the faster it goes up, then the faster it's going to drop back down. So we prefer to be slow, nice and steady. Okay, yes, we do want performances like in percentage moves, but over performance, sometimes you need stability as well, right? You need to have a high performance car, but also to be able to stick to the road like glue, right? You need to have a good grip for you to benefit from the high performance. See it that way, okay? You can't have a high performance car with really shitty tires that they're not gripping on the road. See it that way. Now, this one here, Monday range, we broke the Monday high. Targeting the weekly mid, so to say, or almost got rejected just a little bit before that, and then it came back under the Monday high. Now I have to update the daily open, so that is Tuesday open. So let me go to Wednesday open. So I need to go to 3 o'clock. That's 3 o'clock. It is a bullish candle. It's a blue candle. So here is a price action, and currently the price is exactly on the daily open, and it's trying to, I don't know, maybe it's trying to claim the daily open. Let's see, you can see here after the opening it pushed all the way up, and now it's coming down. Took, let's say, the Monday open and come down, but we're still, we're going to monitor this area. If it's going to lose the daily open, right, as it failed to break above Monday open and stay above Monday open, it did not manage to stay above Monday open, so it fell Monday open, so it comes down. Now the question is, are we going to fail the daily open as well? And if yes, then there is a higher possibility, right, that is going to go after the liquidity below, right? And that means the next target is going to be Monday 50%, right? Monday 50%, maybe, perhaps. It's under the Monday high, so it's on the downtrend. Let's see if we're going to stop somewhere. For the people that they love trend lines, here's your trend line. Okay, so that's a week. Very close. So let's see, we got like almost 3 touches here. Taking as this touch, right? 1 touch there, 2, 3. These ones you can consider them, but on the opposite pivot point, right? Like this is like resistance, and this is acting like support. So let's hope that we're going to find support and then continue to the upside. But because it's midweek, Wednesdays usually a retracement. We can see that the retracement is already happening. Let's see if we're going to get a push to the upside. Okay, Still early. We've got another 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 10 minutes before the EU is going to open. So we're going to see a bit later how this is going to work. On the long-term time frame, we're still above the golden line, okay, the golden range. 7 days, still we have printed a cross down. 15 days, still we have a cross up, still heading upwards. 30 days, still looking bullish and heading to the upside, okay, which is a good sign. So far so good with Bitcoin. Let's have a look on the gaps. There is no gaps. If I go and remove the wicks, you can see that lately we have no gaps. So this is nice and clean price action. The question is, are we going to move to the upside now, or are we going to, take out the CME gap, which lands lower? Okay, lands lower at 101,780. Okay, hope not, but we will see. ETH, good news about ETH. ETH is above 2,625. Look at that, multiple attempts. First attempt, it failed to find support. Second attempt, it failed to find support. It got rejected multiple times, and now it looks like that finally it broke and is kind of trying to test the waters here to see if it can sustain, right, and find that support and sustain the support, and then build, let's say, a small accumulation, build a position, and then create a structure and then start to break it. Okay, so let's hope that Ethereum is looking good. Anything above 2,625, as long as we stay there, is good. The next target is going to be all the way up to 2,750-ish, and you're going to end up in trouble just a little bit before we're going to have resistances around this area. So I can mark this up on the chart for you. On the 15-minute, we see that we have like a nice steady move, consolidation, and then a sudden drop. Okay, so that is a bearish event, an order block, a bearish order block. So that is a big event that happened on that specific time, on that specific price, that a lot of people shorted it. Okay, so you have sell orders there. So it means that next time we're going to go towards up here, we're going to get a little bit of pause, we're going to get pushed a little bit, and then push a bit further up. So for scalpers intraday, maybe that is going to be your TP1, and then after support, you can put your TP profits back and then move to the second TP2, which is going to be your 2,750. That's giving you an option, right? An idea. All that, we have to make sure first that we see support and then go up past the 50% of the range, claim the 50% of the range, and then you hit that resistance, then come back, find another support, and then continue to the upside. This is the overall overview, what we expect roughly. Okay, it's not going to be like this in one go. It's not going to be clean like this. I wish, but I don't think so. But this is the overall structure that we want to see. We understand that we're going to get rejected on the 50% of the range. We know that we're going to get rejected in some point at the big resistance, and we know that we're going to get rejected on the G levels. This is kind of forecasting the weather, right? You got the metrics, you look into the left, you see the big actions, and you're like, okay, I see now that I'm going to have some big rejections, right? All the V shapes. Remember the V shapes? I can do that with the V shapes here. That's the one rejection here. I'm going to do this with like light yellow. Then another rejection is going to be here, right? This is very equal to that one, so very close to each other. So this region is going to get rejected, that's going to get rejected, and also on top of that you have the 50% as well. So if you understand how market structure works, how price action works, and now you have the 50% here as well. So that's the 50%. Boom. Right, so you know that you're going to have some difficult times around these areas, right? Like a rejection, come down, rejection, come down, then rejection, then come down, and then another rejection here, then you're going to push, and then you're going to get rejected here, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave these lines just in case for future reference. Okay, where we expect next to be a little bit tough, so I'm going to be a bit lighter. I don't want to be too much bold on my chart, Okay, and I'm gonna mark this in red as the 50%, and then I can make it a little bit dash line. Where's the lines? Here's the lines. A little bit of dash, a bit thinner. We don't need to be that strong. One is good. So there you have it. Okay, nice and clean. So yes, I monitor this area. That's going to be my, let's say, range. Okay, that's my focus point. I can do this on the high time frame. You can do the 1 hour. There it is. And then go back to 15. And that's your little range. That's your focus point. Okay. And if ETH is going to break above, then these lines are going to be the next levels of resistance. Okay. For scalpers, it is a significant levels to mark out. Okay. For intraday, your target again is your next G level, but you just know, and you're going to be pay patience on the levels, and maybe you're going to compound if you want. Right. Right. Good morning. Good morning. Yanis came with the other account. Yanis Berukas. Right. Okay, that is about ETH. Let's have a look a little bit on Solana as well. Solana yesterday, it was trying to break. It did break 160. Look at that big resistance here, like a rejection point. It got rejected, and then it went above, but it failed to find support and sustain 160, and it went all the way back to the next G level, 156, which is going to build again another structure, another push to the upside, another go later on. So let me expand a little bit the lines. And there you have it. Right, and we will wait to see how Solana is gonna operate. Again, it's a megaphone pattern. Okay, it's in expansion mode, not compression mode. You can see here that you have the megaphone pattern, and you see that is expanding, right? Which is good. It's building up volatility. We just want to see a continuation to the one direction. Right. Okay. I think it's time for me to give the screen to my deputy. Right. And it's time for the XRP General. Right. So XRP General. So here's your XRP General.
I got stuck with the title, right?
You got stuck with the title. I'm telling you, I'm gonna print a T-shirt with the stars on your shoulders. Right, XRP General. You have a new nickname.
I have also a rank.
Yeah, you have a rank as well, of course. 3 golden stars.
Yeah. So, about XRP.
Well, in America, I think the general is 4 stars. I think.
4.
I think it's 4 stars. So we're gonna give you 4 stars.
I will be shiny.
We can do. There are nice, lovely, black ones that they're discreet, so to say.
Black ones.
Yep.
Stallion says the 3 stripes for general.
3 stripes for general. Yeah.
So, about XRP.
Guys, I wasn't in the army, so forgive me. I wasn't in the army. I was in the navy. So we got different stars with different names, different ranks. But yeah, I mean, you got, 3 stars είναι ο λοχαγός. Λοχαγός τα σημαίνια.
Λοχαγός πώς λέγεται στα αγγλικά?
Είναι διάφορα, περίμενε, είναι... μπορεί να είναι lieutenant. Όχι, μπορεί να είναι... Όχι. Βλέπεις, στο ναυτικό έχουμε commander. Τα 3 για μας στο ναυτικό είναι commander. 3 stripes on the navy is commander. But yeah, I mean...
so commander it is.
Commander it is, yeah, in the navy. So yeah, I mean that's why I say. You see, you got 3. Let me show you just very quickly. You can have the 3 black stars, right? Which is a pin. You can put on the collar. And also you have the 4 stars as well. You have the 4 stars as well in the uniform. So
4 stars.
Yeah. What is this one here? This is oh, you got the ranks here. You got all the ranks. So let me see. Go further. That's lieutenant. Oh no, this is captains. They call them captains, I believe. And you got 2 stars. You got 3 stars, and you got the 4 stars. There you have it. Got the 4 stars. Right.
Perfect.
You see, solutions.
I got my stars then.
You got your stars. There you go.
I'm honored. I'm honored. So, about XRP, what do we see over here? I see that XRP is struggling over here and is going back to that imbalance I have marked since 25th of May. Didn't get enough strength though to go back inside that range and take again to reclaim that 2.29 level of RG level. I see some weakness on XRP for the moment. Let's see how it will react in this imbalance. If it makes that 50% of the balance, also the 50% of the Gangsta Fib level over here. If it makes it as a support and see a new Napospacia.
A try. An attempt.
And you try. New
attempt.
New attempt.
Yeah.
New attempt to see the XRP above that imbalance over here and make that level over here as a support, and then go inside at that range I have marked. I have keep it from way back over here and see new movement inside that range, and then after we see a new movement to the upside. For the moment, as I see it, is struggling over here. It is sitting. It was sitting above that imbalance, and now it went inside. If we go in the 15 minutes time frame, as we can see, also we see a small candles over here that show some weakness for the moment on XRP. As we see over here, also small candles, small movement to the upside, and now it's going again to the downside. Actually, Europe has opened. It's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. Just yeah, it's 2 minutes past.
Yeah.
The EU is open.
EU is open. I don't think that for now we'll see some movement. Actually, we see on crypto when the US or Asia is open. Yeah, the EU, it's how we call it the other days. It's like a grandma. Right now on crypto space, it's moving very slow.
Like a grandma, yeah, with a P. What do you
Yeah. So right now, as I see XRP, I'm just waiting how it will react in this area, in this imbalance I have marked over here. I always keep my imbalances marked, as I always says, on a daily time frame. Let me show you. Come on. As you see, if we go on a daily, we have this imbalance over here. Come on, work with it. We have seen this imbalance over here has taken off, and then now it's going back inside that imbalance. On the daily time frame, as we can see, XRP, it's on a downtrend because we have a high over here, lower high over here, and hasn't yet get enough strength to break those highs and go change the destruction. And on the 90-minute time frame, I'm just waiting what exactly XRP is going to do, because for now I haven't got any clear spot if going for the upside or the downside. I'm expecting what exactly it will do on this imbalance, and then I will take my actions. If lose that imbalance over here, then it's going again at this level. Come on, give me the lines. On the bottom of the imbalance, as we see, we have a resistance over here. We have a smaller resistance over here, and then has breaking out as a support, and now is going back down. And the final, I think, spot over here is to see support, and then it's going to go higher. Like if you know, with the Elliott waves, if anyone knows about the Elliott waves, we see upside movement, correction, and then continue to the upside again. As we see, it's we have two waves right now. We're waiting for the third wave, actually, because we have some liquidity. Come on. We have some liquidity over here and right up there. So what we always say is that the price is chasing that liquidity, and a good liquidity is sitting over here above this range that was 20 from 25th of May until 28th, 3 days over that range that is moving the price over here. We have a good liquidity at this level at 2.36. I'm expecting right now, well, where XRP, we will do the resistance points and then take my entry for the long. For right now, I'm on the wait mode, if I can say that. That's all for XRP. I also have kept hype because I know Vanderbubbly is looking for a hype, and as we see, hype has made a support at 36 over here, 36.13. We have a support. As I said, is building strength, and then is going for that liquidity above at the 39.9 that we have marked over there. As you see, has breaking all the previous highs, and now we have, let me bring it with the lines, better lines. We have that line over here, the high, and then the final at liquidity pool that is sitting at 39.9. Το Μαξίμα μου κολλάει λίγο, τι γίνεται? Τα βλέπεις καλά?
Μια χαρά τα βλέπω, ναι. It's fine.
Okay.
On my end.
Okay. If we... Say that again?
I didn't say anything. I said on my end, it's looking good.
Okay. So, if when we see the hype taking that liquidity, what do we have then? We have I think we have a new all-time high on hype, or we had this before. Let me check something. Yeah, we will have a new all-time high on hype. Exactly. So you see, if it actually not if it takes, because as I look at it, we have a support over here, and then we will break that. It will take that liquidity over here, and then we have a new all-time high. Expect that when the price take that liquidity, then we will see a correction. It's not going to be straight up and keep continuing to the upside. We will take that liquidity, and then we will see a correction to the downside. What else? I have also kept SPX. As you see over here, I have marked my liquidities. One is over here at 1.22, and the other one is coming way back that is sitting at 1.40. As we see, it's going for that liquidity. Let me keep it that line over there. As you see over here, it's going for this liquidity. It's too close actually to take that liquidity. We will see some corrections. Okay, it's going back up. We'll see a small correction and then continue. Actually, sorry. We'll see that it will take that liquidity. It's taking as support right that level over here, and then go after for the second one. We have two liquidities close to each other. Give me a second. Sorry guys for a moment. Later. You are going to answer later. Sorry about that. We always go on the daily time frame. What do we always say? Mark the imbalances. As you see, one imbalance over here has taken off. The second one above has already taken off. And right now is chasing about the liquidities. And what we see? We have a small one, as I showed before, over here. Second one, and then we have the latest one up there. When you have your steps, if I can say, your levels with the G levels, then you're going step by step, and then you have also, as you see, sitting very, very nicely the G levels on the liquidity. You see every step over here are matching perfectly. And over here we have the latest liquidity pool, and it's where the price is going to be. We always say that the price is chasing all the liquidities, and if you have marked your liquidities on the chart, then you have a better picture how the price will move. What else? I also have a link over here, but I think you have it too, right? Alice?
Say that again. What tool?
You have it link also. You have charted link, I think.
Not today. Not today, but it was yesterday, so you can do. That's fine.
Okay. I also have a link over here. As you see, I have my levels to the bigger time frame. Let me show you. On the weekly, I have my bigger levels, and now because I want to see, because the price right now is acting and is moving between those two levels. And then I have broke down with the 50%. And as we see right now, link it went to the 50% of that G level over here at 16.8. Went a bit down, small second rejection over here, resistance, and then went to our next level over here at 13.6. And now that level over here is acting as a support. We will see some strength that link is building over here, and try to reclaim that 50% after 16.8. And maybe, hopefully, if we see to break that yellow line I have over here, because the previous high doesn't manage to break it, went down, has found some resistance, went down, and hopefully in the second move to see some breakout of that previous high, see a breakout, act as a support, and then go for the next one that is sitting at 20.17. If we see a breakout on this previous highs, then we'll see a change of movement also on link. If we mark also our trend lines over here, we see a support also is combining the G levels with the trend line. We see a support over here. Hopefully we see a breakout and second support in this trend line, and then go back up at 20.17. Let's see for the imbalances, because I have marked any imbalances on the link. Yes, we have. Of course, we have over here. So we have also marked our first imbalance. There you go. If you go with the levels and the highs and mark the imbalances, you can see that you have also your steps. If it breaks, support, break the level, support again, and then go for the imbalance. You see how the waves also let me find the word. Πώς εμφανίζονται, έλα.
Τι θες?
Πώς διαμορφώνονται τα κύματα και φαίνονται δηλαδή στο χάρτη μας.
Okay, how the waves are going to be, showing up, reveal on the chart.
Reveal, yeah, on the chart. And I think that's all from me.
Right, cool.
I don't have any other.
Any other? All right, okay. Let me get it back. If you guys want any other tokens to be charted for you, please, this is the time, because we're gonna get the messages in a minute, right? So you type it now, but we're gonna see it in a minute. There's a delay, so take your time. Pick any tokens if you wish for us to chart it for you. In the meantime, okay, I don't want to waste the time. I see a question in the chat about ALCH. Okay, so how come we spotted that yesterday and we had that lovely nice move to the upside? Was it a screener? No, it wasn't technically a screener, but let me explain to you what happened yesterday. So let me open a window. So yesterday, many let's say website pages. So one that I chose yesterday is that we looked on high trading volume, and ALCH was listed here. Okay, that's one of it. The second website that we used, it was the open interest, let's say screener, open interest price change with volume change. So we went through these three factors, and we will keep on seeing ALCH on all three. Okay, so there was an activity going on yesterday on ALCH, right? So that's why I pointed out, and that was the two main web pages, so to say, that I spotted ALCH. I don't remember that I used another coin for that. It wasn't Orion Terminal, it wasn't the Spaghettis, but it was due to and also was the RSI heat map as well. So we used the RSI heat map, so ALCH was on the move. And I said yesterday as well that ALCH one day will go up when the rest of the market is a little bit static, and then the next day you're going to see the rest of them start moving and ALCH be dropping, and that is the ALCH. All right, so yesterday was on the move up. Now you see TRB is on the move, AVE is on the move, SPX is on the move. What other known tokens are on the move? Kernel, RCX, Broccoli, you can see that it's on the move. Yeah, you see a little bit not so familiar tokens that they move. All right, a little bit delayed. Everyone, majority of them moved yesterday, some of them to move today. Ape is on the move. Right, PopCap was moving yesterday, but look at that, now it's dropping. Okay, Filecoin is dropping. So Pepper is dropping a little bit, retracing, coming a bit lower on the 12 hours. So yeah, we use this type of data from CoinGlass and from the blockchain. So this is the blockchaincenter.net. So yeah, that was the hint that we took yesterday. So I highly recommend to have a look on a high trading volume, right? And that comes down when you're going to the screeners. Let me have a look at the visual screener. When you have volume change, you can see what's going on here. You can see that broccoli has a very big volume change here, right? Look at that volume change, 657% to the upside. The price is only moved by 8% on the last 15 minutes, which means anything above 4% is a good mover, and that is doing 8%. So broccoli is on the move right now. Okay, so this kind of charts that I'm looking for the open interest. You can see that the open interest, you can see a little bit here, a little bit negative. So it says short closing, right? But you know, the price moved to the higher. I don't know how far it's going. We need to open the chart on broccoli and see. And you see this one still, you know, a little bit to the negative. You can see that again, open interest is minus 2%, but the volume change is increased by 657. So someone is taking profits by these metrics. Okay, and you can change the time scale if you want to see a little bit on a higher time from like 1 hour who's moving. But if you want to get something moving right now, 15 minute is the one for you to spot out. Like TRB is on the move, not very big numbers, 7% and 6% accordingly, but you are on the 15 minute. Anything above 4% is good, right? But yeah, so TRB is over here. You've got volume change 72% to the upside, and change of the price on the last 15 minutes is around 6%. So this is the data that I'm using, right, to see who's picking up volume and has an open interest. Open interest means that people are buying in spots. So these are the two main let's say leads that I get from the websites for me to have a little bit of idea. Another thing that I want to show you today before I go to alts or any requests, this sees Bitcoin on the bigger screen. Okay, I can do this on the 6 hours, it doesn't matter. The trend that we had, okay, the direction they push to the upside, the trend since the 74 that we start moving, 74, 75, that was the last drop, that was the last bottom. This is when we start pay attention on Bitcoin, that Bitcoin is moving to the upside. Okay, it had a nice lovely steady uptrend. Now it's broken. Okay, that's the only thing that I need to be a little bit I wanted to come up and explain a little bit. What does it mean? Does it mean that the uptrend is done, is finished? Not it's not accurate to say such thing, but what I'm saying is what I can say is that, you know, when you have a token that's going up, obviously you have a trend, but when it's going in consolidation, it gets paused over extended of time, it's going to break that trend. That doesn't mean yet that we're heading for reversal. Okay, you have a high, you got a low high. Okay, you broke the structure, this is your low, you got a new low, which is lower low, and now you have this high that is trying to attack the previous lows, right? So this high is getting rejected. You remember the V shapes. If you mark the V shapes, that is the area that you're going to find next, right? A rejection area. So that's a V shape. Okay, if I extend this a little bit to the left, you can see a little bit here that let me make sure that it's accurate. There it is. Okay, I can move a little bit higher if you want to get more solid formation, aka bodies instead of wicks. But I do pay attention to the wicks because this is the first area that we're going to start seeing slowing down, right? And this is what happens with Bitcoin now. You can see that it's trying to attack these V shapes. So it's like the flip, right? That was support, now it's acting as resistance, and it's gonna fight. If it wants to continue, it has to fight this and break and reclaim and move higher to 115. Okay, technically, yes, we got like low highs and low lows, but lately, right, the beginning of June, you can see a low, a higher low, a higher low, highs, high highs. So it's trying to give you a little bit of an idea of reversal. Okay, can we do ENA? Of course, right, we can. And also Stelios has AMD and Nasdaq, so we're gonna go look at these as well. Why not? So yeah, that was a little bit of a heads up. I don't want people to get discouraged because you see like a new downtrend forming. Okay, and people that they follow trend lines, they're going to see something like this and they're going to start panicking, and they're going to start talking about, oh guys, that was the top and we are reversing, etc, etc, etc. Okay, we don't know. I'm just trying to make sure that you don't fall either for FAD or either for FOMO, right? I want you to go level by level. I just want to be transparent that we do see the high time frames. We do see that we broke the momentum of the uptrend. We're going sideways. It needs to deal with these levels before we can go higher. Okay, and also remember that we already seen that the weekly stochastic RSI, it gave us a cross up, right? And you can see that if I go to the weekly, right, you can see here that the price hit that top and it's coming down, and that's why the stochastic RSI is printing a cross down. Okay, price action happens first, indicators comes later. It's just a confirmation. Sometimes people fail to see the bigger picture, and that's why stochastic RSI is there to say, hey, you know what, we're losing a little bit of steam here, right? Okay, so we just need to build structure and start pushing to the upside. I just want you to see the whole picture in both directions. It's like a coin. Okay, a coin has a tail and a head, so you need to flip both sides for you to see the full coin. So this is what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to see the whole picture, right? Yes, we are bullish. Yes, we got our G levels. Yes, we want to be, we still believe that we still have, let's say, another 3 months, maybe, perhaps, right? And then we're going to see not the crash, but the end of the bull market. Okay, it's been going on for almost 2 years. It's time to, it will get exhausted, right? So we just need to be a little bit cautious, a little bit careful. Don't ignore the signs. It's there, but you are, let's say, between these two zones, right, on a higher time frame. Remember, we had that zone as well down here. I mean, let me do this with the lines. This is what we see on a higher time frame. Remember, on the long term, we have this range, and I say that we stay above the range. It's good. As long as we stay above the range, it's fine. But we got stuck here now that we need to attack that, that rejection area, that resistance. We need to flip it for us to see all-time highs. Okay, so that is a key level for us to pay attention. 106, and let's say roughly now 106.5. Okay, we need to break above 106.5 for us to say that we are attacking that rejection area. If you want to go on a higher time frame, like with bodies, that is 107. Okay, so 107 to 100 ish. You need to remember that we need to break it. Okay, just to give you an idea, not to confuse you, just to tell you that we see the bigger picture as well. We see that we lost momentum, aka we can see the RSI dropping as well. And the same thing with T1. That momentum, that build up, it's just now prolonged. You can see here that it's been ranging for some time now, that it went further away from the trend. The momentum is lost. Okay, we lost the momentum for the time being. Not a warning, just to make sure that you know this, you understand this, you see this. So I don't want you to get surprised if someone comes up on the social media and say, oh guys, we're going down, we broke the trend line. No one said anything about it. So no, this is not the case. We see the whole thing. We see horizontals, we see trend lines. And now Look at the Dixie. Dixie is still dropping. Okay. Dixie is still in a downtrend. There it is. Okay. So the further it goes down, the better it is for us to believe that the currencies are getting weaker. So Bitcoin has a benefit, and it should give us an up direction. And you can see that, you know, Dixie's going down, but Bitcoin's going up. Yes, it is in the consolidation, but that phase here, you can see that it's pushing to the upside. The big spaghetti here that I have, what do I have here? I've got the real world assets, the RWAs. I've got the crypto space, the majors like T3, Bitcoin dominance. I have ETH and Bitcoin chart. Okay, this is all the yellow ones, and the silver ones are like the SPX, the gold, the Dixie, the US 10, which is the United States 10 years yield. So I'm watching and see how, you know, the market overall are responding, right? And I can see that Maker is on the move. We spoke about that yesterday. I did say yesterday that, you know, Maker is on the move, and also ETH Bitcoin is on the move, right? You can still see that ETH is overperforming Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin dominance is dropping a little bit. That means that kind of Bitcoin is pausing, and then the rest of the market is moving, right? That's why the dominance is dropping a little bit. However, T3 is dropping as well. Okay, so we see signs of weakness. Yes, Bitcoin is not dominant. However, the alts are not, they're moving, but they're not showing strength. Okay, so they are retracing. And you can see a little bit of SPX is increasing a little bit, right? So I have this on the side for me to monitor. So let's go back now on ALCH. ALCH. Sorry for my spelling mistake. So we are above the range. Okay, we are above the range. We broke the range. And also we are above the G level. And this is where I said yesterday, you know, yesterday we tried to catch a move here, I believe. If I zoom in, I think that was the area that we were paying attention, or maybe further low. No, I think it was the lower G level. So we're paying attention to grab here, that entry. I think Philip did. So Philip grabbed this entry, and then I said, you know, I was a little bit distracted at that time when the price was moving. Philip managed to catch it. So Philip made a good profit. He made 100% on the first trade, and then on the second trade he made an additional 45%, if I recall correctly. Right? And because it was too late for me, you know, when I need to find support and not trying to enter close to resistance, so I said I'm going to wait to get support above the G level, and this is what we get. Right, this is what we have now. So I still have an open trade on ALCH. Okay, and it's a very low leverage. It's X5. Okay, it's a 5x leverage. All right, and my entry is just above the G level. Right, so I'm waiting. You know, after that range, I'm waiting for the breakout and see if we're going to get a continuation. Two things can happen after range. Okay, two things only. Okay, you have a range. Let me do this on a high time frame. Let me mark this on maybe on 3 hours to get a little bit more data. There it is, engulfing. That's another engulfing. So that's my range, my focus point. Okay, I can take that range out of the way. Okay, we've got the G levels, it's fine. That range, let me put it back. That range, it was a huge long-term range. It held it very long. It went, you know, manipulated the price very badly. 3 levels down, right? And then it came back and stays above the range. That's why I marked it. Okay, that is a huge manipulation, liquidity grab. Okay, it took, you know, that manipulation also took out that liquidity. It's been taken out. Okay, so probably I give you an excuse now. I'm giving you a visual. Maybe someone manipulate this deliberately. And that is someone is trying to take revenge and say, hey, what are you doing here? Who manipulated this? Okay, we're going to shut the price down and we're going to take that long out of the market because that is stupid, maybe. Or maybe that was a manipulation, maybe that was a hack, maybe they're dropping the price down. Okay, take out liquidity and stop that guy out. And then you can see that the price retrace and come back and is above the range. That's the main thing. That's why I marked it and said, now we're holding above the range. Okay, so it's a good event. It's a good event that we're holding above the range. So this is a focus point. Okay, so we are above 14 cents. We would like to see building the structure. Two things can happen. Either it's going to maintain it and move to the upside, or either it's going to lose it and come down to grab this imbalance. Okay, so I have an open long on the 5x. It's a very small leverage, and the reason why is because I'm heading towards the upside, right? I'm heading towards the 18 cents, so to say. So my next target, my first TP, partial TP, is going to be around 15 cents, 15.5, and then I'm going to see what's going to happen later. Let's see how strong or weak it's going to become. But as I said, after range, okay, two things can happen. That was a momentum. That's why I was looking yesterday on the website. We caught that while it was moving. That's why Philip made a profit. So two things can happen now. Either it's going to go up or either we're going to lose it. Okay, so far we're holding support. It's looking a bit good. It's looking a bit bullish. Okay, it's looking stable, which is good. That is about the ALCH. And let's have a look a little bit on SUI. J-Rock was looking for SUI. SUI, again, we have this focus point. Let me go a little bit higher time frame. I can. Let me see if I need to readjust the focus point here. So technically, the big push from here is stopped there, and then after that was ranging. Fake out, not a fake out, but you see, it was ranging here, and then finally it lost it and came back to the same support. What I have to do now is I'm going to extend the 3.2. My G levels don't change. SUI still in a big range, technically. Okay, even if I go to 1 hour, still in a big range. Even if I increase the range to there, let's say that I'm taking these bottoms and these lows and these highs around these areas, even though, okay, if that is going to make sense, I'm going to take this low, that impulse, so to say. So I'm going to do the engulfing, and let's go down to 15. SUI, I mean, by all means, down here at the very bottom is your buy zone. Every time you come down close to that support is your buy zone, and your validation is going to be right after maybe that low. There is a possibility that you have lots of liquidity down here sitting, right? So there is a possibility that it wants to grab the liquidity. So I'll have my validation after the G level, let's say around these areas, right? So I'm going to put my, I should see a support here. So technically the maximum my validation after the G level is going to be 3.17. The maximum. If it goes beyond that level, this is the space that I want to give for perhaps a liquidity grab. Okay, so I'm going to monitor that perhaps it's going to do a spike down, and then it's going to come back, reclaim, and then move up. So if I see a liquidity grab, I may see the opportunity to seize it and and take it, and then as long as it's going to reclaim, it's going to be fine. If I have an entry here and my validation is here, my risk is minimum, right? If I'm trying to enter here and my risk is down here, you can see the distance that your risk is a bit higher. Always trying to enter as low as possible, but technically at the G level down here is your buy zone. Okay, so I can put this as a buy zone. Down here at the support is your buy zone. Okay, I'm going to leave it a little bit wide, okay, just in case you get some liquidity grabs. that is going to be your buy zone. Anything in here is going to be your buy zone, right? Because it's in accumulation, it's building structure. Again, two things can happen. Either it's going to go up or either it's going to go down. Right, simple. SUI still, you know, in a downtrend, in a correction phase. Okay. Big accumulation, violation, trying to reclaim, violation, trying to reclaim, then lost it. Okay, so it lost that channel, it went down, accumulation, lost it, comes down. So let's hope, okay, that this time it's going to push to the upside. But overall, you need to remember that you are still have a curve to the downside, right? It's curving to the downside. Let's hope that it's going to break that curve and get out. For you to see this, you need to see the breakout, find support above the range and try to attack 352, claim, attack 38, claim, and that downtrend is going to be over. Okay, so that is about SUI. What else? Oh, right, let's have a look a little bit on Tesla. Tesla was attacking yesterday 351, but it got rejected once again and it came back inside the range, the 50%, which is kind of bullish sign. But let's see if it's going to come back to our buy zones. Okay, if someone took the opportunity to buy again here, look at that, you had a nice trade all the way up to the G level, right? And then the rejection came back 50% on the range. Is looking good. Google on the other side is not looking that pretty. It got rejected on 177, it came back and lost 169 and fell to hold and sustain above 169. Right, you said about AMD
for stainless.
Right, so AMD
and ENA for Philippe, I think.
ENA, yeah, for I think it was Banda Bubbly ENA. Right, so here, yep. So let's go to the daily. That is AMD. Okay, let me go a little bit higher time frame to get a little bit more structure so I can break this down. Yeah, okay. I thought something wasn't matching up. That's better. Right, okay, cool. Right, okay, let's take the last impulse. Let's take the last impulse. I mean, this is still, you know, not confirmed yet of reversal. It's creating a reversal, but not yet. So I don't want to risk it. So I'm going for the solids. Here we are. I'm going to expand that a little bit. There it is. I mean, I'm on a very high time frame anyway, so that looks good. That's the swing low, swing high. This is coming down. So it's trying to break structure here. It's trying to create, you know, to give me an understanding this is a strong swing low. But yeah, AMD kind of trying to on the process of reversing. Can I do it 12 hours here? So you have the key levels. So I'm making them a little bit thicker so you can see. Here are the key levels. I'm going to lock them as well. Make sure they don't shift, they don't drift. Here you are. And you can break down the 142.97. Break that down. I'll do this in fours. I'm going to take the overlapping numbers or lines, and then I'm going to make it a bit thinner. Dash to remember me, to remind me, so to say. That is a breakdown. 97.75. There it is. Now it's accurate. I can lock that as well. So you can see now AMD, he found support on 108, right, and it's trying to deal with 119, which is the 50% of the big G levels, right? Between 140 and 97, 119 is the 50%. So Yeah. Now, if you're trying to enter now, let me expand that a little bit to the left, so you can see how significant it is. If you want to, enter, two things: either you're going to wait to come back to support, which is the bottom of the range. This is the top of the range, okay? Or either you're going to wait to find support above 119, which is the 50% as well, break out of the range, and then continue to the upside. Okay. AMD, it's the opponent of Nvidia, right? I took 3 call options on AMD for August 15th. Okay, target is 150. Target 150. Yeah, so the V shapes. So around this area. So you targeting these areas here. Yeah. Yeah, there's a common ground there. You can see I've got rejections, multiple rejections here. He's trying to find support. Yeah. It's going to be a resistance to 150. Makes sense. It makes sense. But you need to deal with 140 first before you reach 150. Right, cool. And the next one was
ENA.
Going back to crypto, let's do ENA. Right, let me expand the lines. If you have something already, marked, you don't need to redo the lines, just expand them. So ENA, let me get away from the rejections. That's golden lines, rejections. So let me expand another breakdown. This is a breakdown. There it is. We can do another breakdown for lower for you just to see if that makes sense to you, if we want to see lower numbers. So there you have it. The highest number is 3357597, sorry, and the lowest is 19409. So that is accurate. I'm going to lock that so it doesn't drift. Locked. That is locked. Okay, everything locked. Going to make it nice and pretty, and you can see where exactly ENA was reacting, okay, on the 50% of the range. So it was telling you that it found support. It doesn't want to go to the lower band of your lane, okay. It just wants to stay above the 50%, so that is bullish, okay. Tried multiple times to break the G level. Finally did it. For some time it did find support, but it lost it. Bounce from the previous G level support. It took out the imbalance, and now it claimed 0.335, well, 33 cents. Okay, and all you need to see now is find support here, stay here, and then trying to attack again 40 cents when you know that you got rejected multiple times here. Okay, and that's ENA for you as well. As long as you find support here, go down to 50 minutes, right? And you can, let me go back to 1 hour, that everyone has a 1 hour time frame. Mark this as a range. Okay, that's your range. Right, that is your range. Make that as a range. There it is. Go down to 15. And this is your focus point. Okay, now you wish to enter as low as possible. Yeah, that is one strategy. The next strategy is for you to wait and see support above the range, and then move to the open and long after that you get evidence that is breaking out from the range for good. It's up to you. Okay, it's how you feel more confident about trading. Overall, is an uptrend. Okay, you got these lows, you got these highs, you got higher low, right? You got new highs. These higher lows, yeah, I can see here. Let's find the support. So technically, yeah, you are in an uptrend, so ENA is looking good as long as it behaves. Okay, all you want is to break out from the range, the focus point. Okay, right. Mind the ranges. You do mind the ranges on SUI. Okay. In that case, you can take out the buy zone. You can take out the focus point. Come back and find Monday. So this is Tuesday. This is Monday, right? Use the G levels, the Fibonacci tool, but with a template of Monday range. There it is, Monday range. Expand a little bit, right? And you can use the spaceman indicator to give you automatically all the others, like the weekly, the monthly, right? So this is your Monday low. You attack the Monday low because Monday is here, all right? So you attack the Monday low. Now it's trying to go towards Monday mid, right? And let's hope that, it got rejected, but let's hope that it's going to claim and start taking liquidity from these areas and these areas. Okay, so that is your Monday low, and this is your Monday high. Monday open happened around 3 o'clock my local time, so Monday open is around these areas, right? So yeah, SUI is at the bottom of the range, of the Monday range. So yeah, technically it is a good buy zone, as long that it's going to claim Monday mid. Okay, you need to see the next target. Okay, and after that it's going to be your Monday. Go back one step further and mark down the weekly as well, just in case that we have some common ground somewhere. So I'm going to mark this as a weekly range. Right, go back to 90 minutes, expand this weekly range. Okay, nothing inside the Monday range. You don't have something common, but above Monday high is your weekly 50%. Okay, so for SUI, you just want to make sure that it stays above 321. It stays above Monday low. Okay, and you want to target the weekly mid and not the weekly low. Okay, because there's liquidity. Okay, this is your swing low. So that's it for SUI, apart from the G levels on the Monday ranges. Okay, right, you're more than welcome, everyone. I think that's it for today. It's almost an hour. No, sorry. Yeah, well, we're past the hour, didn't we? Yeah, we're past the hour. A little bit longer today. Yeah, 1 hour and 15 minutes almost. Okay, cool. That's all right. That's not a problem. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me and John for today. Thank
you very much, all of you.
Thank you very much for being here and supporting us and subscribing. John, that is for you. Thanks for the subscription.
Thank you.
Tomorrow you'll be able to chat 24 hours after the subscription.
I was chatting. Why my subscription lost?
No, means I activated the subscription requirement for the chat. I get a lot of messages on afterwards on the videos that they're posting and saying that, oh, that was a very nice content. Can you please help me with my wallet? I want to transfer money to my balance. Here are my seed phrases, right? And this is a fake message that comes from the bots, and it's a trap, right? You're trying to open that wallet, okay, with these seed phrases, because someone's going to be naughty and someone's going to say, oh, seed phrases. I can steal this wallet. You think you can steal that wallet. So you adding the seed phrases to add that wallet to your MetaMask or Phantom, whatever wallet you're using, right? And once you give authority
Access.
when you sign the contract, then they have access to that wallet of yours and they can drain it. So I deleted messages. So I was thinking, okay, what can I do? So what I've done now, I enabled that someone that wants to send a message has to at least be a subscriber, so I can have at least a detail who that user is, right? A name, an email somewhere, an account, a YouTube account, and then I can report that account. And believe me, I delete lots of these kind of messages from all the videos, and then I report them as a spam content, so YouTube can take them down. And also I kick them out from the YouTube subscribers, right? So you can see that my subscribers were all the way up to 1,100 when it was open to public. Now it's not. That's why we don't see any increased numbers. Don't panic, right? But we see numbers going down. I was 1,100. Now I am. Let's have a look. Let me see the stats. Where is it? Let me see the channel. We got 1,097 and we got -3 from last week. So for this past week, I just kicked out 3 people because I get these messages, right? So yeah.
Also me.
No, I didn't kick you out, right? You never subscribed.
You never subscribed.
You never subscribed, right? You never subscribed. There's a funny
My
thing.
My apologies to that.
That's all right. That's all right. We're just being funny here, laughing around. But there is somewhere, and analytics is telling you to show you how many people are following you, right? According to the views that you have. So maybe I have 1,000 views, but I only got the subscriptions down to 100 people, right? So you can see that you have lots of views, but you don't have subscribers. So lots of stuff. But anyway, all good, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pump up the music a little bit. It's time to wrap up. Thank you very, very much for being here, as John said as well, Be careful a little bit today. We just want to see Bitcoin move to the upside. Okay, Asia is going to close in an hour. The last, is it the last one? Singapore. What time Singapore is going to close? Let me have a look. Yeah, we've got another hour for Singapore. Hong Kong is just about to close. We are inside the EU. Let's see how EU did on the opening 9 o'clock. You can see here that they push the currency to the upside. So currencies were very, very strong. Okay, so you can see on the bottom of the screen, you can see that we have the chart printing to the upwards, and then 1 hour later now is dropping. Okay, so the currencies, they just move for 1 hour and now they are retracing. So if they retrace, that is going to be good for us. We should see Bitcoin reclaim. And let's go down to 15 minutes, and you can see that Bitcoin hasn't done, it didn't took that as a big damage. You can see that when EU opened, which is 9 o'clock, that was the area. This is how EU influenced with the currency, right? You can see that EU currency was increasing, and you can see that Bitcoin was dropping. Now currency is retracing, and you can see that Bitcoin is trying to push out of that area. So that is the EU session for you now. Okay, nice and lovely. Gonna maximize it a little bit for you to see on the bottom of the screen. So yeah, this is the focus area. This is the opening of the EU. Just a little bit to the right, 9 o'clock.
It's ranging.
It's ranging. Technically, currencies dropped increased, sorry, they pumped and Bitcoin dropped. Now currencies are dropping and Bitcoin was pumping. So we'll see how that goes, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see. Right, once again, thank you very much. Thanks for the likes. We had 16 views and 3 likes only. John, did you like the content?
Of course, I always like the content.
Right. Did you put your thumbs up?
I think I did. Let me check. Hey, don't do this to me.
Right, anyway, I'm just laughing here, just having fun. Okay, guys, thank you very, very, very much. Yeah, the likes decreased from 3, went down to 2. Okay, someone disliked us. Okay, no worries. Right, guys, I see you tomorrow in the morning for the next market update. Okay, take care. Have a lovely day. Every day is a good day.
Have a great day. Have a great day to all of you.
And every day is a good day. Every day, every day, every day.